questions on the implementation of 2023, we can take a few minutes to look at it and then proceed to do with the matter. The one thing I would do in medicine is pathology. What killed the guy? I'd rather study what will make a man alive. But if you have auditing background, let's look at what happened last year, the implementation of last year's budget.
Okay. Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
The sum of 28.1 billion was appropriated to the current overhead. Then cost, food ration, overhead running costs. Then how did you get, what is the ration per inmate? How many inmates do you have now? Did you have last year? How did you arrive at this figure? If you go to because 2024, you quoted 850 per inmate, not up to 1,000. A woman being you are feeding. You have not taken, have you taken into consideration what really happened to food prices in the last 2 years?
No, I get 2 questions now.
That's the question.
I think, sir, we should allow him to speak to it. Mr. CJ, you had this question.
Have you acquired
You may wish to answer.
You have acquired this year. Defense.
Billion allocated to ration. It should interest us here that it's not only prisoners feeding that is inclusive in that 22 billion. We have feeding of prisoners, feeding of dog kennels, feeding of staff on training in 6 training institutions nationwide, feeding of vulnerable groups, and feeding of the radicalization programs. And these releases are on a monthly basis. We only receive releases from January to August as at now. And the past president have approved an increase of food ration from 450 to 750. And taking into consideration of these activities under the food ration, that money is grossly inadequate, sir. Thank you, sir. 358 inmates. 358. Yes, sir. 2023, sir. Even 2023, sir. Yes, per day. Per day.
Inmates, on average, because I guess the number keep going up and down, some retire, some die, some are discharged, some are released. So on average, what was the total number of inmates in or what is the total number of inmates in 2023?
The total number is 81,354 per day, nationwide.
What is the budget? If I recall our previous conversation, I think about 50,000 or more are not convicted. They are awaiting trial.
80.
Or what is the figure again? Of those awaiting trial. When you talk of inmates, these 181 include both convicted and those awaiting trial. Am I right? Yes. Am I right? Yes. Okay. Of this number, how many are awaiting trial?
Sorry. Yes, I'm looking at it.
Yes. All right.
That is for
Can
mail.
we have one meeting?
For mail.
Because it will not be right that he speaks and we don't listen, and then we put the question back. Under our laws, these 54,668 Nigerians,
Yes, sir.
they are not guilty of any offense known to law.
Yes, sir.
they are innocent under our law.
Yes, sir.
They are presumed innocent.
Yes, sir.
Am I right?
Yes, sir.
And so for an innocent Nigerian who is being held in a correctional home, can you take me through the budgeting of the elements that constitute the 250 naira with which you feed him for breakfast, another 250 for lunch, and another 250 for dinner? How is this calculated? Just give us an idea of how you feed them.
How much an inmate should be fed
No,
with?
no. I understand that. But now that it has been determined for you,
Yes, sir.
how do you apply it?
There is we have a process of contract award. We call in people, we put up advert, people who are interested in feeding inmates.
No. Those are your procedures. At the end of the day,
Okay, procurement.
you will give to a contractor or by yourself, direct or indirect, 250 naira.
The inmates are not well fed.
Excuse me, you are telling me a story of what is not. But I want you to just educate me how you do it, because some of us can benefit from it. When I say benefit, there must be a way in which you do this budget. We can learn from you.
Yes, sir. Based on the locality.
Yeah,
where-
that's getting closer to my question.
Yes, sir.
Take us through that menu.
We don't have the chart here now.
You mean it's so complicated that you need to read a book?
Yes, it's a menu that what a prisoner should take, the quantity of beans per person, the quantity of rice, even the soup, that is tomato and all those things, is stated in the menu. And what each prisoner is entitled to is stated in the menu. That's what we apply in the custodial centers.
Okay. How much is the tomato content?
Sir,
The beans content, the rice content?
yes,
What is rice content?
the rice content is in the menu. I don't have the quantity of head, sir.
That means you know Nigerians. And I know for a fact that there are a lot of Nigerians who are innocent, who are in prison courtesy of big men and big women, who want to, quote, teach them a lesson. And they are there for an offense they do not know anything about, some of them at least. But the system has held them under your care. I am concerned that, like somebody said when we celebrate late Mandela of blessed memory, that if he was in Nigeria prison for 27 years, he will not come out sane to govern South Africa. So our prisons, we have even changed the name to Correctional. They are meant to correct evil convicted people. They are not condemned or condemnation center. They are not to be dehumanized. So there are two or more possibilities. It is either that the prisoners are looking for relations to contribute to feed themselves, or you don't feed them, or you feed them only once, and even at that, very miserable food. Which explains why, other than Mr. well-known Nigeria in prison, the ordinary unknown Nigerian leave the prison completely emaciated, so can never live decent life again, even where they did not commit an offense. We have seen the visuals. So it is not correct to tell us that you feed prisoners 3 times a day with 750. How? And you are listing tomatoes. I bought tomatoes yesterday. You are talking about beans. I bought beans the day before yesterday. You talk about rice. I bought rice last week. And I know the price.
Yes.
It's not only senator that I buy. Even you are buying. Looking at you, you look more better fed than us. Maybe because we are overworked here. So you all know the price of this item. So how can you look us eye to eye and tell us that you feed a man, a Nigerian, awaiting trial or even convicted with 750 naira a day, 3 times? What is the bottle of water? What is the cost? This water. They are entitled not just to water, they are entitled to clean water. This water is not a luxury. We are taking it because we assume it is clean, and it doesn't carry waterborne diseases. So they are entitled to clean water. What is the price of water? Clark, how much is this water?
150, sir.
I don't know the meaning of 150.
150 naira.
For this,
One single one. 500 mil.
No, this is not 500.
eh?
This cannot be 500.
500 centiliter or whatever. So out of the 250, 50 naira is 100 naira is left. CJ, to be honest, I would personally like to have copy of your budgeting of 250 per meal. Because we have been told that it includes even tomatoes, onions, beans, palm oil, or coconut, whatever. Let's see how it works. Because the suspicion of many of us is that these inmates are not being fed 3 times a day. It's impossible.
And the money is not enough.
Not that it is your fault. You can't give what you don't have. But to try to rationalize it that you feed 3 times a day, you must have magician in your kitchen. If there is no any other point, we will go to 2023. Sorry, 2024. So, Mr. CJ, do you want to speak to 2024 estimates? Yes, please.
I have a small